Bay. There is a place at the edge of the world, where two great oceans embrace, where volcanoes sleep beneath green parks, where sails bloom across blue water like petals in the wind. This is Auckland, the city of sails. A city stretched across narrow land, cradled by the Tasman Sea on one side and the Pacific Ocean on the other. A place where urban life and wild nature are not opposites, but partners in a delicate dance. At dawn, the sky over Waitematā Harbour blushes pink and gold. The first ferries hum across the water. Seagulls cry overhead. The silhouette of Rangitoto Island rises from the sea, a volcanic guardian watching over the city. There is something different here. The air feels cleaner, the horizon wider, the pace gentler. Auckland is not loud about its beauty. It simply exists in it. Once you arrive, you begin to breathe differently. Long before skyscrapers reflected the harbour, this land was known as Tāmaki Makaurau. In the Māori language, it means Tāmaki desired by many. And for good reason. The isthmus offered fertile volcanic soil, rich fishing waters, strategic hills. It was one of the most fought-over regions in Aotearoa, the Māori name for New Zealand. Around 1350 AD, Polynesian navigators arrived in great ocean-going waka, guided only by stars, currents, and courage. They built Piha fortified villages atop volcanic cones like Mongawao, known today as Mount Eden. The land was sacred. The mountains were ancestors. The sea was life. Then, in 1840, the Treaty of Waitangi was signed between Māori chiefs and the British Crown. Soon after, Auckland was named the capital of the young colony. British settlers arrived. Streets were carved from bushland, but the past did not disappear. It layered itself into the present. Today, Māori culture pulses visibly through the city in language, art, performance, and politics. Ta. Rio Mabori is heard in schools and public spaces. Carvings and woven patterns decorate modern buildings. The haka echoes in stadiums before rugby matches. Auckland's story is not one of replacement, it is one of coexistence. And that coexistence shapes everything. Walk through central Auckland on a Saturday afternoon. You will hear many languages: English, Māori, Samoan, Tongan, Mandarin, Hindi. Auckland is one of the most multicultural cities on Earth. Nearly half of its residents were born overseas. Polynesian communities flourish here, making it the largest Polynesian city in the world. There is warmth in the way people greet you. A casual kia ora, meaning hello, thank you, life. Kiwis, as New Zealanders call themselves, value balance. Work matters. But so does time outdoors. So does family. So does slowing down for a flat white coffee in the sunshine. In summer, festivals fill the parks. Pacifica Festival celebrates Pacific Island culture with vibrant dances and food stalls. Lantern Festival glows with red lights and dragon performances. Matariki, the Māori New Year, honors the rising of a star cluster. At dusk, music drifts from open-air bars along Viaduct Harbour. The smell of grilled seafood lingers. Laughter carries across water. There is no frantic rush here. Just life. Unfolding. Auckland rises gently rather than dramatically. Its skyline is crowned by the Sky Tower, standing 328 meters tall. From its observation deck, you can see both oceans at once, a rare sight. Below it, modern glass buildings reflect sunlight and sea. Yet scattered across the city are ancient volcanic cones. More than 50 of them. Mount Eden, One Tree Hill, Mount Victoria. They are quiet parks today, but once they were fortified Māori strongholds. Climb Mount Eden at sunset. The crater dips silently below you. The city spreads outward in every direction. The harbour glitters. And then there is Rangitoto Island. Black lava fields frozen in time. The youngest volcano in the region, erupting just 600 years ago. Its near-perfect cone rises from the sea. A short ferry ride takes you there. Walk across hardened lava. Listen to the wind. Auckland's architecture is a blend of eras. Victorian wooden villas line quiet suburbs. Art Deco buildings stand proud in older districts. Sleek waterfront apartments rise beside heritage warehouses. The Auckland War Memorial Museum sits atop the Auckland Domain, grand and solemn. Inside, Māori Tohunga treasures are displayed with reverence. Outside, cherry blossoms bloom in spring. Because here, nature and city share the stage. Beneath its calm surface, Auckland hums with ambition. It is New Zealand's largest city. Its economic engine, finance, technology, film, maritime trade, all thrive here. The port handles cargo from across the Pacific. Yachts and super yachts are designed and built with precision. The America's Cup sailing competition has anchored international attention here more than once. In districts like Wynyard Quarter, innovation hubs and startups fill converted industrial spaces. And yet, even in business attire, many will leave work early to sail. Because sailing is not just sport here, it is identity. With more boats per capita than almost anywhere else in the world, Auckland earns its nickname daily, the City of Sails. Few major cities are this intertwined with wilderness. Drive just 40 minutes west, and you reach the Waitematā Ranges. Rainforest-cloaked hills, silver tree ferns, waterfalls tumbling into cool pools. The air heavy with the scent of damp earth. Then there are the black sand beaches, Piha, wild windswept, powerful. The sand is dark from volcanic iron. Waves crash with untamed force. Surfers dot the horizon. On the eastern side, beaches are gentler. Mission bait, goldensands.com. Waters paddleboards, drifting lazily. And always the presence of water. Weather here is mild subtropical. Summers are warm but rarely scorching. Winters are cool but rarely freezing. It is a climate that invites you outdoors. Locals hike before work, sail after lunch, picnic at dusk. Nature is not a weekend escape. It is daily life. Flavors of Auckland, a taste of the Pacific. Imagine the scent of fresh fish grilling over open flame. Imagine creamy, pure abalone harvested from cold waters. Green-lipped mussels steamed with garlic and white wine. Hangi traditional Mbori food cooked slowly in earth ovens. Auckland's food tells its story. Pacific Island flavors blend with British tradition. Asian cuisine flourishes in suburbs like Dominion Road, where dumplings and noodles fill the air with spice. Farmers markets overflow with kiwi fruit, feijoas, avocados, artisan cheeses. Try a meat pie from a corner bakery, flaky, savory, comforting, or sit in a waterfront restaurant, tasting freshly shucked bluff oysters as sailboats drift by. Coffee culture thrives here, flat whites perfected. Brunch elevated to art, a must-try experience. Take a ferry to Waiheke Island, vineyards rolling toward the sea, Sauvignon Blanc, crisp and bright, olive groves shimmering under sun. Sip slowly, watch the tide shift, taste the land, a perfect day in Auckland. Morning, you wake early, sunlight filters through curtains, the air carries salt, you climb Mount Eden, watch the city stretch awake. Mid-morning, you stroll through Britomart boutique shops, street musicians, the scent of roasted coffee, lunch at Viaduct Harbour, fresh seafood, sparkling water, afternoon ferry to Devonport, a seaside village with pastel houses and quiet charm, ice cream in hand, bare feet in sand, evening sky tower glows softly, the harbour reflects orange and purple light. You sit by the water, and you realise something. Auckland does not overwhelm you, it embraces you. Did you know, Auckland is built on one of the world's largest volcanic fields? More than 50 volcanoes lie beneath the city. They are dormant, but not extinct. The next eruption could create an entirely new island. Local Mbori legends speak of mountains once standing side by side. Warriors turned to stone after rivalry and heartbreak. Rangitoto, the youngest, is said to have risen from the tears of defeated spirits. There is also a tree that once stood alone atop One Tree Hill, a symbol of unity, then controversy, then loss. Today, the hill remains powerful even without it. And perhaps the most charming fact of all, despite being a global city, sheep still outnumber people in New Zealand. In Auckland, you might be in a modern office tower at noon, and standing among grazing fields by sunset. The best time to visit? Late spring through early autumn, November to April. Summer offers long, golden evenings, perfect for beaches and sailing. Autumn paints parks in soft amber hues. Public transport connects most major areas, but renting a car unlocks hidden beaches and forest trails, must-see places. Rangitoto Island, Waiheke Vineyards, Piha Beach, Auckland Museum, hidden gems. The Winter Gardens in Auckland Domain, glass houses filled with exotic blooms. The quiet coastal walk from St. Heliers to Achilles Point. And if you wake early enough, the sunrise from Bastion Point. where sky meets sea in silence. There are cities that dazzle with noise, cities that overwhelm with size. And then there is Auckland, a city that invites, that breathes, that rests between oceans and under sleeping volcanoes. A place shaped by Mbori heritage and Pacific migration, by British colonial history and modern innovation, by sailors and surfers, by dreamers and doers. In Auckland, the horizon is never far away. You see it from hills, from harbours, from ferry decks. It reminds you that the world is wide and life can be balanced. As the sun sinks behind the Waitematā ranges, casting gold across the harbour, sails drift home, lights flicker on. The city hums softly, not loudly, not urgently, just enough. Auckland is not just a destination, it is a feeling, a meeting point of land and sea, of past and future, of stillness and movement. And once you stand at its edge, watching two oceans merge, you understand why so many desired it. And why, perhaps, you will too.